My identical twin sister showed up for visiting day at the facility. Her body a canvas of fresh and fading bruises. The moment I saw her, I knew the truth. She was trapped in a nightmare of abuse. In that instant, I made up my mind. We would trade places, and I would make that beast regret every mark he left on her. My name is Arya, and my twin is Lena. We look exactly alike, mirror images down to the smallest detail. Yet our lives couldn't have been more opposite. One locked away, the other walking free until freedom turned into a cage. People always said there was something wrong with me, that I was unhinged. The doctors preferred fancier terms. Impulse control disorder, emotional dysregulation. I call it feeling everything too deeply. Happiness hits me like a tidal wave. Anger turns into a wildfire I can't always contain. That fire is what landed me here when I was 16. Some boy on the block grabbed Lena by the hair and tried dragging her into an alley. She was screaming, terrified. Something snapped inside me. Next thing I remember is the crack of bone, his howl of pain, and everyone staring. Not at him but at me like I'd grown horns. They called me a monster. My parents, already barely holding it together, were terrified of their own daughter. Soon after they signed the papers, and I was committed to Oak Ridge Behavioral Center. 10 years slipped by in that place. 10 years in a tiny white room, staring at the world through barred windows. My only companions were pills and distant screams echoing down the halls. But honestly, I didn't hate it. It was peaceful. No one bothered me. I had books and I had time to train. Push-ups, pull-ups on the window bars, endless sit-ups until my body was lean and unbreakable. A decade of isolation gifted me strength that would make most men jealous. My only real ache was for Lena. She got Mom's gentle heart. I got Dad's fury. She was pure kindness, unable to hurt a soul. The day they took me away, she sobbed. Arya, it should have been me. I'm worthless. I slapped her. Once, the only time I've ever raised a hand to her. Say that again and I'll choke you myself, I warned. Live. Be happy. For both of us. She promised. A year later, she visited with a man. Tall, handsome Marcus Hale. Something about his shifty eyes and smug glance set my teeth on edge. I squeezed her hand. I don't trust him. Reconsider. She just gave a sad smile. With my luck, it's a miracle anyone wants me. Mom and Dad are getting older, and he swears he'll take care of me. The wedding happened without me there. Lena visited monthly after, always with small gifts, fruit, pastries, talking about married life, her pregnancy, her little girl Luna. Her voice tried to sound bright, but I knew better. Each time she looked thinner, eyes shadowed, smile brittle. Even in blistering July heat, she wore long sleeves buttoned high. Modest dress for a married woman, she'd say. She was hiding the truth. That visiting day, dread sat heavy in my gut from dawn. The suppressed rage of 10 years stirred like a caged animal scenting blood. When the door screeched open and Lena stepped in, my heart clenched. This wasn't my sister. This was a broken shell. Gaunt, pale, hair unkempt, eyes hollow with despair, and a poorly concealed bruise blooming under one cheek. She forced a weak smile. Arya, how are you? Her voice quivered like a dying leaf. She set down bruised discount oranges. I didn't speak. I stepped close, gently touching the mark. She flinched. It's nothing, I fell off my bike. Bike fall that only bruises one eye. My tone was ice. She stammered, avoiding my gaze. I noticed her swollen knuckles, scratched nails, defensive wounds. Why long sleeves in this heat? I don't like the sun. Feeling weak lately. I couldn't hold back. I grabbed her wrist. She whimpered. I rolled up the sleeve, and there it was. A horrifying map of abuse. Old yellow fades, fresh purple blooms, finger grips, belt lashes. Rage roared through me, hotter than any I'd felt in a decade. Marcus. She broke then, collapsing in sobs, clinging to my legs. Arya, save me. He beats me constantly. His whole family treats me like dirt. And he hits Luna too. Hearing he'd struck my 3-year-old niece froze the blood in my veins. I pulled her up, held her as she poured out the nightmare. Marcus the gambler, blowing wages on bets, slapping her for daring to speak. Worse was his mother, Mrs. G, cruel, domineering, tormenting her endlessly, forcing her to hand-wash laundry, criticizing every chore. Then Kara, the divorced sister-in-law, treating her like a servant, her spoiled son Ethan bullying little Luna daily, stealing toys, pushing, spitting in her food, even hitting her while the adults laughed or looked away. And the final horror. Marcus, drunk after losses, slapping tiny Luna for crying, then dragging Lena to the bathroom, slamming her head against the sink while his mother and sister joined in, scratching, gagging her with dirty socks. That was the breaking point. I looked in the mirror, we were identical. She was fading, I was ignited. "You didn't come to visit," I said calmly. "You came to switch lives." Terror filled her eyes. "What? You stay. Go. I'm the crazy one, they'll never know. I've survived worse animals here. Trust me." She protested, but hope flickered. We swapped clothes fast, her worn things reeking of fear, my uniform swallowing her small frame. I hugged her fierce. "Stay quiet, read, rest. Wait for me. I'll handle them and bring Luna back." The bell rang. I walked out as Lena Hale, trembling smile perfect. The door clanged shut. Sunlight blinded me, freedom after 10 years. It smelled of exhaust and chaos, but to me, it was the scent of vengeance. Keys clenched in my fist. "Marcus, Mrs. G, Kara, Ethan, I'm coming." Bus ride, then a mile walk through the grim West End district. Cramped, damp houses tangled in wires, stinking of decay. Their run-down single-story home loomed, rusty gate creaking. Inside, filth, scattered clothes, sticky floors, flies on old food. And there, huddled in a dark corner, my niece Luna, tiny, pale, clutching a headless doll, eyes wide with fear at Mommy's return. My heart shattered. They'd turned an innocent child into a terrified shadow. I softened my voice. "Luna, Mommy's here." He shrank back. Then a venomous voice. "Crawled back, have you?" Mrs. G shuffled in, heavy and sour, fanning herself in floral pajamas, spitting insults about sponging off them. I stood tall, staring her down. Something in my eyes unnerved her. Kara emerged next, acne-scarred and loud, demanding dinner. Her brat Ethan snatching Luna's doll, shoving her to the floor amid laughter. The rage I'd bottled for 10 years exploded. This ended now. Then a bitter, venomous voice cut through the air from deeper inside the house. Lena's mother-in-law, Mrs. G, waddled out, short, heavy-set, skin dull and grayish. She wore garish floral pajamas and waved a cheap hand fan like a weapon. "Back already, you lazy thing. Where've you been dragging your feet all day? Off visiting that lunatic sister of yours again." She spat on the floor inches from my shoes. "Bring anything useful home, or just that worthless face to leech off our food again." I rose slowly, positioning myself between her and Luna, shielding my niece with my body. I said nothing, just locked eyes with her, staring straight into those murky, spiteful pupils. I knew this face all too well from Lena's descriptions. Today, something in my gaze unsettled her. The timid daughter-in-law who always cowered and looked away was standing straight, meeting her glare without flinching. What are you staring at?" She jabbed the fan toward my face. "Some bug crawl up your backside today. Want me to gouge those eyes out?" I let a faint, deliberate smile creep across my lips. "Sorry, mother-in-law. Couldn't quite catch that." The chill in my smile made her falter. Before she could recover, a high-pitched shriek interrupted. "Mom, why waste breath on her? Tell her to cook. I'm starving." Kara stormed in from the back room, just as heavy as her mother, face blotched with acne, hair dyed a brassy fake blonde and tangled. Trailing behind her was her chubby 5-year-old Ethan, strutting with that same entitled swagger. His mother's mini-me. Spotting Luna, he bolted over. "Hey, doll. Gimme that." He ripped the headless toy from her tiny hands. Luna burst into frightened tears. "Give it back." It's mine, cousin. Nope. Your stuff is mine now. He hurled the doll against the wall. Who wants this junk anyway? Then he shoved her hard. Quit crying, brat. Cry again and I'll really smack you. Luna tumbled to the grimy floor, so terrified she choked her sobs silent, only a whimper escaping. Mrs. G and Kara watched, chuckling like it was the funniest show. Attaboy, Kara boasted, chin high. Gotta be tough, not some weak little crybaby. That did it. The fury I'd locked away for a decade roared awake, flooding my veins. My polite smile vanished. Ethan, seeing no more tears, grew bolder. He stepped forward, lifting his foot to kick her while she was down. Told you, shut up. My hand shot out like lightning, clamping his ankle mid-kick. He toppled backward, yelping, but I held firm. Dead silence blanketed the room. Ethan's eyes bulged. He was used to tormenting his cousin with full adult backup. No one ever touched him. Let go, you witch. How dare you grab me? He thrashed. I squeezed just enough. Ow! It hurts. Grandma. She's breaking my leg. His shrieks pierced the air. Kara snapped awake. Lena! What the hell? Release my son now. She charged, claws out, red nails aiming for my face. Still gripping Ethan, I blocked her arm effortlessly and locked her wrist in my other hand, like iron. She yanked but couldn't budge. Sister-in-law, I said flatly, voice devoid of emotion. Teach your boy manners. Kids can be kids but not bullies. If he lays a finger on Luna again. I tightened my grip. Both mother and son wailed in unison. Next time I won't stop at pain. Mom! Help! Kara screeched, panic rising. Mrs. G finally shook off her shock, trembling with fury. This doormat of a daughter-in-law dared touch her precious grandson. You've lost your mind. She snatched a nearby feather duster and swung wildly at my back, over and over. I didn't even twitch. My skin was tougher from years of institutional hardships. I released them slowly. Kara scooped Ethan and retreated fast. Seeing no reaction, Mrs. G grew frantic, beating harder on my shoulders and chest. I'll beat the defiance out of you. Know your place. I turned deliberately, seized the duster mid-swing. She tugged, it didn't budge. Our eyes met, rage in hers, icy void in mine. Yank. She lurched forward. Crack. I snapped the handle clean in two and tossed the pieces at her feet. From today, I said calmly, this house has rules. I scanned the gasping old woman, Kara rubbing her throbbing wrist, Ethan sniveling. Dinner time. What's on the menu, mother-in-law? Caught between terror and outrage, she stammered. Dish that stinking fish you bought cheap yesterday. Stew it, extra salty, bone dry. No wasting my money feeding your worthless mouths. Ah yes, the infamous punishment dish Lena had described. Of course, mother-in-law. I left them gaping and headed to the kitchen. The fish reeked of rot in its basin. Calmly, I prepped it, dumped in half a salt carton, cooked it down until black and charred, fumes choking the air. Table set. Stale cold rice, limp veggies, my masterpiece stew. Dinner's ready, mother-in-law, sister-in-law, nephew. Mrs. G huffed to the table, shoveled in a huge bite, and her face twisted purple. She spat it out, gagging. Gah! Too salty. You'll poison me. You trying to kill me. Casually picked at veggies. You said salty and dry. Followed orders. Good enough. Good. My ass. Enraged, she grabbed the scorching pot to hurl at my head. Boom, I slammed the table, rattling everything. Put down. Quiet voice, but it froze them all. She saw madness in my eyes and obeyed, hand shaking. Waste not, I murmured. Open wide if you won't eat willingly. Respect goes both ways. Spoon loaded with burnt, salty mess, I approached. No, you're insane. She shoved back her chair. I gripped her chin hard. Mouth popped open. I forced it in. Swallow. Taste what Lena endured for years. taste disrespect. She choked, tears and snot streaming, fish lodged in her throat. I held firm until she gulped it down. Kara couldn't watch idly. Arrogance flared. Lena! Release my mother. She lunged, nails raking for my eyes, thinking me distracted. Won't. Left hand on Mrs. G, right free. I backhanded without looking. Splat like meat on butcher block. Kara spun, slammed the wall, cheek ballooning red with perfect finger marks. She reeled, stunned. Her first real taste of being struck by the trash she despised. I released Mrs. G. She collapsed, retching on the floor. Turned to Kara. Cheek sting, sister-in-law. You hit me. I'm family. Just a slap. I stepped closer. She shrank against the wall. Want the full treatment like you and Mom gave Lena last night. Comb scratches. Socks in mouth. I eyed Ethan's filthy pile. Kara screamed, bolted to her room. Lock clicked. Mrs. G crawled away, door slamming. Ethan, pants wet, fled after them silently. Very quiet. Only Luna and I, steam rising from the toxic stew. She sat wide-eyed in her corner. No tears now, just wonder mixed with fading fear. My heart twisted. I ditched the spoon, raided the hidden good fridge Lena mentioned. Real food, chicken, yogurt, fruit. Heated fresh rice Lena had stashed for Luna. Plated generously, brought it over. Eat up, sweet girl. Voice gentle. All you want. No one takes it. No one hurts you anymore. She trembled, sniffed the savory aroma, starving. Spoon to mouth, then tears, not fear, release. I stroked her back quietly. All of it. Mommy's here. She finished every bite, drained the yogurt. Hesitated. Then climbed into my lap, arms around my neck, fragile hug. Mommy. You're different today. I held her close. Mommy's done being scared. That night, Luna slept soundly in my arms. Full belly, safe for once. I stayed vigilant, ears tuned to the house. Snoring from next door, not Marcus yet. Rats probably. Waited. Lena warned. Shift ends 11 p.m., always staggers home drunk. 11:30 sharp. Motorcycle roar, screeching halt, stumbling curses. Damn bets, lost it all again. Door kicked open, I left it unlatched. Luna stirred, burying deeper. Shoe sleep. Mommy's got this. Tucked her in tight. Eyes closed, ears covered. Be quick. Out I went. Marcus lurched in, towering, reeking of booze, smoke, sweat. Greasy work clothes, red eyes. The monster who'd broken my sister struck a toddler. Lena, where are you hiding? He smashed a clean glass I'd washed, shards everywhere. Luna cried out. Scared, Mommy. Daddy. I hugged the doorway. He spotted me, grinned viciously. Thirsty. I stood frozen 10 feet away. Deaf. He scanned for ammo. Mouthing off today. Need another lesson. Stumbled closer, bad mood fueled by losses. Raised that familiar hand. The one that disciplined Lena for years, marked Luna's face. Wing stopped cold. My grip on his wrist like vice. Shock widened his eyes. He yanked, no give. Drunk brain registering. Weak Lena couldn't do this. Let go. Other fist flew, wild drunk punch. I tilted. It whispered past my ear. Honey, I cooed sweetly. Rough day. You bitch. Panic hit. He strained. I crushed harder. Crack wrist dislocated. Scream sobered him. My hand. He crumpled. I hauled him up. Beating's a habit, huh? You're not Lena, who are you? Your wife. Male. The one you smash into sinks. Splat. My slap loaded with decades' rage. He reeled, head cracking wall, cheek split. Mom. Kara. Help, she's gone mad. Doors stayed shut. They heard, hid cowardly. No rescue. Pain and shame ignited him. I'll kill you. Charged like raging bull. I sidestepped, ducked low, grabbed hair, yanked down, fist to gut. Boom, he folded, vomiting. This for Luna. Hairlift. Splat. This for Lena. Dragged his limp bulk to the filthy bathroom. Like drowning her, huh? Sink filled. Head submerged. He thrashed wildly. Bubbles. Pull up for air, dunk again. Cool enough, honey. Hear her begs before. Gulps, please, muffled. Face ashen, dripping filth, terror pure. He'd wet himself. Disgusting. Released, he collapsed, heaving bile. I stepped out. Bedroom doors cracked, peeked, then slammed. They'd witnessed. Could fear them more. Kitchen, salty stew remnants. Dark inspiration. Mrs. G ruled. Marcus followed. Break loyalty. Laundry corner. Sour basin, her grimy underwear on top. Grin. Boiled them fierce. Stench worse than sewage. Marcus crawled, begging at her door. Mom, help. She's insane. Get away. Die alone if you're crazy. Betrayal hit him. He saw me stirring broth. Bowl down. Medicine for wife-beaters, ungrateful sons. Mom's orders, right? Drink. Sniff realization. Demon. Backpedaled. I laughed. Humane compared to your games. Forced it down gulp by gulp. Her door burst, she saw, eyes rolled, fainted. One down. Him convulsing. Mom fainted. Bedroom. Moan once. Drink the whole basin. He crawled away. Silence. Morning, tomb quiet. Bathed Luna. Cooked real breakfast from hidden stash. Beef, eggs. She devoured, eyes brightening. Others hid like corpses. Cartoons for her. 9 a.m. sharp knock. Police. Smile spread. Game on. 2 officers. Marcus Hale's wife, Lena. Yes. Complaint, assault. Marcus limped out, pathetic. Swollen face, bandaged wrist. She beat me. Lock the crazy. Mrs. G and Kara peeked, backing him. Older officer eyed massive Marcus versus petite me. True. Assault. Yes, I said meekly. Self-defense. They beat me. Lies. I produced Lena's evidence stack. Reports, photos, bruises. Rolled sleeve, fresh marks. 7 years. He hit our daughter, I stopped him, they helped choke me. Officers stunned. I recited history, thousands his hits, one mine. If husbands walk free, why not wives? Older sighed, weary from such cases. Warned them sharp. Decent people, or next time arrests. To me. Report direct if needed. They left. Family glared. Fear mixed hate. Law failed them. They'd plot dirtier. Whispers from Mrs. G's room confirmed. My madness, their weapon. Storm brewing. I was ready. The 3 of them huddled in Mrs. G's room. Marcus limping badly. Kara's face still puffed and purple, Mrs. G looking shell-shocked. Tension hung thick. I could practically taste their scheming. Force was out, they'd learned that lesson. Police. Useless after my evidence. So what card did they have left? My madness, of course. Overheard whispers confirmed it. She's not Lena, Mrs. G hissed. It's Arya, the lunatic from the center. Escaped and pretending to be her twin. Marcus nodded eagerly. Has to be. Lena's soft as butter. No way she has that power. Kara shivered. God, no wonder she's pure evil. Look what she did to you. Quiet. Mrs. G snapped. Neighbors here, we're ruined. What now, Mom? Marcus whined. Can't live with a psycho, she'll murder us in our sleep. Silence, then pacing footsteps. Mrs. G's voice dropped low. Crazy belongs back in its cage. The plot crystallized in her twisted mind. We can't grab her, she's too strong. But Oak Ridge Behavioral Center can fetch their own. Call an ambulance straight. Kara asked. No, she'd fight, spill everything. Weaken her first. Weaken how? Kara's tone sharpened. Sleeping pills like those dramas. Slip a heavy dose in food. Mrs. G actually clapped. Knock her out cold, tie her tight. Then report escaped patient areas here restrained. They'll haul her away fast. But she barely eats with us. Marcus fretted. She won't, but the kid will. Mrs. G's smile turned vicious. Tonight, fake peace. I'll apologize, cook a feast, say families united. Put the drug in special chicken soup. For little Luna to build strength. She'll feed the child or drink it herself, refusing my kindness. Either way, done. My blood ran cold. Monsters, targeting Luna. That evening unfolded exactly as predicted. Table loaded with roast chicken, croquettes, unnatural abundance. Marcus and Kara sat bruised and mute. Mrs. G flipped like a switch, all smiles. Lena, sit, eat. Served me a drumstick. Yesterday was my fault. Forgive an old woman. Kara mumbled. Sorry too, sister-in-law. I played along, smiling sweetly. No grudges. We're family. Marcus relaxed visibly. Eat up, Mrs. G urged. Made chicken soup this afternoon. Special for Luna. She's so thin. Steaming bowl placed before us. You feed her. Luna's eyes sparkled at the aroma. A spoon some. Delicious, thank you. Mrs. G watched hungrily. Fake smile not reaching her eyes. Raised spoon to Luna's open mouth. Paused. Hot. Blew dramatically, then oops. Splat. Bowl accidentally tipped, soup splashing floor. No. So clumsy, sorry mother-in-law. Wasted your lovely soup. Luna wailed in disappointment. Their faces cycled. Hope crushed to fury. Mrs. G forced a grimace. No matter, I'll make more. No need, I cut in quick. We're full. You three eat hearty, regain strength. Dinner ended. Plan 1 foiled, they wouldn't quit. Patience gone, they turned to brute force. That night, Luna clutched tight in my arms. I stayed wide awake. Center years taught constant vigilance. Midnight creaks. Stealthy steps, eyes shut, breathing steady. Feigning deep sleep, door eased open. 3 shadows. Marcus front with thick rope despite bandages. Kara clutching duct tape. Mrs. G with a towel for gagging. They crept closer, assuming weak Lena asleep. Out cold, Marcus breathed. They pounced. Rope flung, towel rushing mouth. Tape for legs, too late. I exploded upward like a predator. Ignored Marcus. Went for vulnerable Kara. Double kick to gut, boom. She flew back, slamming wall, wind knocked out, mouth gaping silent. Mrs. G froze, towel dropping. Marcus halted. In a blink, I snatched the bedside lamp, smashed it on Marcus's head. Crash. Blood poured. He reeled, howling, already behind Mrs. G. Arm locked around her throat, human shield. Marcus. I roared. Move, and Mom's neck snaps. He froze, crimson streaming. Luna woke, screaming. Quiet. All of you. Terror in his eyes. Don't hurt her. What do you want? What were you planning? Tie me. Snatched their rope, shoved Mrs. G into him. They stumbled, Kara moaned. Help. Shut it. Living room now. Herded them out like scared livestock. Hulking man, bloated sister-in-law, evil matriarch, cowering before one slight woman. Sit. Ufa. They obeyed, shaking. Marcus. Jelly tremble. Husband sleeps with wife, right? Male. Bedroom. Confused but terrified, he shuffled. Luna sobbing, I carried her out. TV with grandma and auntie. Stay here. Slam door locked. Just as he backed up. What now? Exactly what you planned for me. Lunged, rope ready. He fought weak, head wound, old injury. Hospital restraint moves. 5 minutes, spread eagled tight to bedposts, immovable, whispered. Lena says you love belts? Rough games. Grabbed his leather one. No please. Sorry. Rag stuffed mouth. Muffled grunts only. Showtime. Lights off, dark. Exited, living room. Women huddled, pathetic. And Marcus. Mrs. G stammered, terrified act. Horrible. He tricked me, tied me up. So strong, breaking free any second. Said he'd kill us all when loose. Doubt flickered, they exchanged glances. True. Kara suspicious. Nodded frantic. Help hold him. Shifted bait. No, he overpowered tied me. Head hit raging knife hunting. Credible panic sold it. Eyes lit wicked. Tied you. Kara sneered. Chance. Mrs. G gripped. Beat the defiance out. Armed. Kara mop handle Mrs. G bamboo cane. Dark room. I trembled. Hits blind. They charged in bloodthirsty. Saw bound silhouette writhing, groaning. Die witch. Kara unleashed. Boom boom boom. Dare slap me. Mrs. G lashed legs, sides. Learn your place. Flesh thuds, possible cracks. Muffled ugs fueled them. Scream louder. Recorded steady from door, 5 minutes, figure limp. Enough. Flipped light. Horror. Bloody gagged Marcus. Their own, Trina screamed, dropped weapon. Mrs. G stunned. Excellent work, mother-in-law. Smiled, red light blinking. Felony assault on video. Organized, armed against son/brother. Claim mistaken rescue. Mrs. G collapsed, urine pooling, patted Kara's cheek. Ambulance time. Think you shattered bones. You trapped us. True, I tied him, asked help restraining. Never said beat. Your choice, enthusiastic. Called police. Lena Hale, West End. Emergency. Felony assault. Victim husband Marcus. Attackers his mother Mrs. G and sister Kara. Sticks, broken bones. Then paramedics. Group beating, ribs/head, sat chair center. Arms crossed, waited a Mrs. G raged. Demon. Ruined us. Lunged, phone raised. Adieu, full set. Stopped cold, sirens. Chaos. Same officers plus agents. Paramedics stunned at tied, battered Marcus. Self-defense tie, I calm. Asked help, they overdid. Marcus weak whisper. Mom. Kara. Pointed, passed out video played. Brutal proof, officers ashen. Evidence clear. Precinct now. Handcuffs, screams, faintings, hauled away amid neighbor whispers. Karma, house silent next day. Marcus hospitalized, women locked up, 7 days minimum unless he dropped charges. Doubtful. He'd rather heal alone. Only Luna, Ethan, me. Boy emerged arrogant, demanded eggs. Blocked him. Police took them. Beat Uncle Marcus with sticks, broke bones. Fear replaced swagger. You bullied Luna too, want jail. Whimper. Forced apology reframe. Call her Queen Luna, unite Ethan, protect her. Hesitant but game hooked him. First real laugh from Luna in ages. Seed planted. Respect through fear, path to kindness, they'd return broken. I was far from done. You're the bigger cousin, and Luna's the smaller one. But here, Lena and Luna have endured endless wrongs. Luna's lived in constant terror. From now on, you'll address her as Queen Luna. Ha! Ethan blinked, confused. Queen Luna. And you're Sir Ethan. What's a knight's true duty? He mumbled. To protect. Precisely, the Queen. Press. Go on, Sir Ethan. Apologize properly for frightening her yesterday. Fear lingered in him, but the knight and queen framing sparked something playful. Deep breath. Queen Luna. Sir Ethan apologizes to your majesty. Luna's eyes widened, she glanced between us, then a bright bell-like giggle escaped, ringing through the house like the first pure note in years. Ethan, seeing her joy, eased a fraction. Good, I approved. Now Sir Ethan played up. After eating, play nice. The knight shares toys with his queen. Yes, yes. He grabbed a plate obediently. I portioned food. He stole shy glances at Luna while eating. Reforming a kid isn't instant, but I'd sown a seed of respect born from fear. Sometimes fear paves the way for genuine kindness. A week blurred by, and for the first time the house felt like a home. I had Ethan tidy his space, cooked proper meals. Luna chattered and laughed freely again. Under my watch, she and Ethan played. Him now handing over toys without fight. Day 8. Marcus discharged, hobbling home bandaged head to toe. cast on ribs, arm slung. He froze at the door, seeing me reading calmly. "Come in, dear," I said, eyes on page. "Scared of your own house?" He crept in, trembling, surveyed. Spotless rooms, Luna plumper and Rosie watching cartoons, Ethan coloring nearby. "Sir Ethan hungry," he piped. "Night patience, Her Majesty finishes her show first," Luna chirped back. Marcus's jaw dropped, baffled. He slunk to his room, door shut tight. He knew his place now. Lowest rung, thrashed by wife, mother, sister. Pride shattered. 2 days on, Mrs. G and Kara freed after 7-day hold. Not innocence, but Marcus dropping charges. Terrified of solo life with me, he preferred those vipers back over facing the demon alone. They shuffled and wrecked. Greasy hair, stale clothes, arrogance stripped. Only exhaustion, fear, buried hate, silent stares all around. Family fractured beyond repair. That night, tucking Luna in, door creaked. 3 limpers entered. Marcus, Mrs. G, Kara. Shoo, child sleeps. Finger to lips. I stepped to living room, claimed a chair. "What?" Exchanged glances. Then unthinkable, Mrs. G dropped to knees. "Mom!" Marcus and Kara gasped. "Quiet," she rasped. Head up, eyes weary, pleading. "Lena. Ria. Whoever. Begging you. Save what's left of this family." Kara tearfully knelt too. "Sister-in-law, please." Marcus bowed low as ribs allowed. "Forgive. Divorce, anything. Just go." The tormentors of 7 years. Groveling for my exit. Emptiness over triumph. "Fine. Divorce." Relief flooded like pardons. Mrs. G. "Yes, papers tomorrow. Pack and vanish." I arched brow. "That easy." Lena slaved here 7 years. Beatings, insults. Luna 3 slapped and starved. Divorce erases it. "What then?" Marcus quavered. "Money. Clean break with money. 3 fingers. 1 child support. Luna to 18, 15 years. Father's duty. $2,500 monthly. Food, school, care. Lump. $350,000. $350,000. Kara shrieked. "Thief!" Ignored. 2 fingers more. 2 assets. Wedding. Parents gave Lena $100,000 for this house mortgage. Return it, plus $30,000 her labor earned. $130,000 total. Better end us. Mrs. G bellowed. "No such cash. Compared to your cruelty. Merciful." Final finger. 3 pain compensation. 7 years assaults, fractures, degradation. $140,000. Totals. $620,000 plus signed divorce. Pay Luna and I vanish. Shock electrocuted them. Insane. Jail over this. Marcus roared. "No money for us, but hidden stash for your real family mother-in-law." Repaled. Lies. Husband's work death. $900,000 insurance. Hoarded secret plastic wrap jar in kitchen shed firewood. They bolted, crashing sounds. Kara returned shaking soot-covered jar, dumping wads of bills. Realization ignited war. Accusations, slaps, scratches over the hoard. Mrs. G wailed amid chaos. Family destroyed for money. Cleared throat. Fight froze. $620,000. 3 days or video spreads. Neighborhood officials news. 3 days. Suitcase cash, signed papers delivered. Their faces freshly bruised. Battle for remnants fierce. Money papers. Mrs. G weary. Disappear. Counted, pocketed. Packed Luna's prepped bag. Scooped her up. Bye to this place. Finding mommy. She beamed, arms tight. Yes, to mommy Lena. Out that nightmare house. Never glanced back. Taxi to Oak Ridge Behavioral Center. Disinfectant scent familiar, but now free woman. Common room, flowers, cake. Staff circling radiant Lena in uniform, smiling real. Congrats, Aria. Miracle recovery. Director beamed, shaking her hand. She spotted us. Rushed hugs. Arya. Luna. Froze. What's happening? Director to me. You must be Lena, twins. Here for sister. Great news. Arya cured, eval perfect, stable. Discharged today. Wink from Lena. Truth clicked. Fear had silenced her. Safety here, let true self emerge. Aced as normal. Paper signed. Arya freed, we laughed. Double liberation. Lena divorced, Arya cured. Suitcase to her, Luna up. Farewells, out corridor, iron gate clanging final. Summer sun warm. No war scent, just life, freedom. Where now, mommy? Auntie Arya. Lena. Home, wherever we three are. Laugh. True. First, clean hotel. Luxe suite, baths, feast room service. Lena finally unleashed tears. Purging years. Group hug, cries to giggles. Luna cake smeared, joy healed us, money on table. $620,000, yours and Luna's. You saved us. Mutual. Hand squeeze. Live well, for parents too. Next. Shopping, trashed old clothes, new bright ones. Fresh start. Rented sunny high-floor apartment, distant district. Decorated cozy. Luna bed, huge bookshelf, books my old friends, now endless. Lena sewing machine reviving passion. Dresses, curtains. Luna daycare, shy to thriving, fearless. Sunset balcony. Me reading law book. Lena cooking loving stew, Luna coloring. Still angry. Cautious ask. Yes, a trash lost decade. But ember now reminds strength. Never again trampled. You don't need crazy here. Just Arya, sister. Nodded. Madness was resistance. Not illness, but in them. Escaped beast's cage. New dawn dazzling. Life begun. Feeling deeply kept me human. Fought not just for Luna, but silenced women, enduring souls, strength. Depth of love, defying fear. Become storm for light, no shame. They wake fearless now. Luna laughs free. Justice sometimes wears your face. Someone done enduring, no silence. Stand. No more. World shifts, your corner at least. Subscribe to my channel for more.